Which, by the way, I want to kind of like backtrack real quick
Yeah.
to our LA trip.
Okay. Oh God.
And if you don't mind, I'm going to just bring this up. But
Oh God, I have no idea what you're going to bring up.
there was this moment where we were leaving this fundraiser event that we were at.
Oh God.
And we were just pulling out of the driveway, right? And yeah, you already know where I'm going with this. We're driving this electric car.
Okay.
and it was just I like after that that's the first time I've been in an electric car. I think I would never get one again, by the way.
Okay, yeah.
Go ahead and explain the electric car thing.
Oh
for a
my
second.
gosh. So we're in California.
Yeah.
And of course, one of the things that you need to get when you fly out to somewhere like California, you need a car to get around because you don't walk anywhere in California.
No.
You know, and you definitely are not riding a bike, and an Uber's $100 each way.
Yep.
So it's just more affordable to get a car. I thought, being a progressive person, you know, realizing like, you know what, I'm going to get and rent us an electric car.
Good concept. Good idea.
Good idea. Yeah. It was a great theory in the time, you know, and like thinking that we're, you know, in California and it's a green state and, you know, but like it was just a horrible experience.
Yeah. For a green state, there was so many oil rigs everywhere. But anyway,
I get it, you know, but like at the same time, like the EV setup out there for Tesla, it's great. But I think we got a Hyundai Genesis or something like that.
A Genesis. Yeah, we got a Genesis.
It was a great car. It was cute. It was
nice. Yeah.
Very nice, very sporty, and I like a fast car.
Yeah.
But we could not get this car charged to save our life. we really couldn't. We really couldn't get anything to help us. Like we picked up the car with only 57% charged.
Yeah.
Had to get to our Airbnb, which ate up a lot of it. I think by the next day we were down to like 20% in the charge.
At one point we were like 9% or like 8%. Like we were running low.
We had to go back to
lithium.
the car rental company, and they're like, "Oh, there's nothing you can do for us."
Yeah.
And I'm like, and then I started to get a little mad. I'm like, well, what do we do?
Yeah.
Oh, you're going to have to call the tow company. And then what? What happens next? Like, are you going to give us another car? Are you going to switch it out? Like, what's the story?
The service was terrible.
It was. Like, so we're panicking, trying to figure out how we're going to charge this car. We're at 5%. We have a huge networking event in just a few hours. And you know, luckily we have some friends in LA, and we called up my friend Matt, and he was like, "Yeah, just come charge it at my house."
Yeah.
And that's what we did. We went there and we charged it, and it didn't even charge it enough.
No, it hardly did. It was like trickle charge.
Right, exactly. Because by the time we got to our Airbnb, we were dangerously low again, and we had to fight to get to a charger.
Oh, I know. Because they were taking them all up.
They were taken, they were vandalized. People would cut the charging cords off of the machines.
To get the copper, yeah.
To get the copper out of it.
My gosh.
Like, it just was a total nightmare.
Yeah.
And I will say this too. Like, it was also my first time driving a fully electric car.
Yeah.
So that probably was a learning experience in itself.
Sure.
Because, you know, I didn't really know what to expect.
Yeah.
Maybe I should have gone with the Tesla. Maybe I shouldn't have. I don't know.
There would have been way more plugs, that's for sure.
There would have been way more plugs, but at the time, that's what they gave us.
That's what they gave us.
And it was already late at night, and I was just so freaking tired as it is. Like, we just flew for 6 hours.
On Spirit.
Yeah, I know. And it was like that itself, you're like, we're exhausted. We just gotta get home. We just gotta get to the Airbnb and we'll be fine. Wrong.
I felt like my body was like kicked and stomped on getting off that flight and then waiting for the car. Oh, it was terrible.
You looked like you were kicked and stomped on. I'm trying to smile at everyone.
I was like sleeping on the bench basically, like when you were waiting for the car.
And my husband, you know, he's just like, he doesn't take shit.
Yeah.
So he was also in that same like mood. And Macy's your girlfriend.
Yep.
We're just like, okay, well, what do we
Yeah,
do?
yeah. Just trying to keep
Just
morale
trying
up.
to keep the morale up. Like, it's gonna be great, guys.
Yep.
And then we run into the whole EV situation. We finally did get it charged. It took 3 hours to charge, and we only got it to 80%.
Yeah,
So like
yeah.
this whole trip in LA, we were just fighting to
Yeah.
charge this damn car.
Yeah, it was like the whole time, like my nose is bleeding about 15 times.
Yeah.
Like I just kept getting nosebleeds. But anyway, so yeah, at this fundraising event
Yes,
when we were
so-
leaving,
yes.
we're like pulling out, and there were other cars in the driveway, so there wasn't too much space to kind of get through. So Michael here drives like a little off to the. I'm telling this story. So Michael here drives a little like too close, like on like not. I don't know if you were driving on her yard.
Okay,
but
so I was trying to make it around the
there's like a huge SUV there.
Cadillac Escalade
That's
that
right,
was
yeah.
blocking the driveway because we're in a very wealthy part of
Woodland Hills. Is
Woodland
where we were
Hills,
at,
yeah. So like these houses have those wraparound driveways, and there was just this really big SUV blocking the end. So I thought, I could just drive around
squeeze
it,
by. Yeah.
and I didn't realize how high up we were. Like there's a curb, and then
Yeah.
there's the road, and I didn't realize how high the curb actually was.
Yeah.
And so as I'm driving, the car, bam, over the curb, and that scared me.
Yeah. I know why you extremely accelerated across the road.
And in my scary moment of falling from what felt like a cliff, instead of pressing on the brake like a normal person,
Yeah.
I floored the gas pedal. And that shot us across this road,
Heading right towards a
heading
gate.
right towards another gated house, inches away from
Just
smashing
and there was a car
into it.
behind the gate.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so
And like we, by the luck of chance, we didn't hit anything. But I was cussing getting out of there, and I just started flying down the road, and of course these roads have random ass speed bumps in
Yeah.
it. So as I'm kind of pissed off that I floored this car, the car's already giving me all these issues, and of course
the
I'm
stress
like,
that this car has caused us.
yeah.
You mainly. I'm just
Right,
just
you're
a
just
passenger.
sitting in the back and
Yeah.
just like, well, here we go.
Yeah.
Maybe I won't die today.
Yeah.
But and then of course, as we're driving down this hill, there's just these random speed bumps that blend in with the road for some reason. And I'm just flying, and we just boom hit a speed bump. And my husband's like, Michael, do I need to drive? What's wrong with you? What is
Yeah.
happening? And I'm like, it's this damn car.
We were all so tired. It was like midnight, and you just started giggling, like you're just
That's what
laughing
I do.
everything off.
That's what I do when I'm nervous.
Yeah.
I've had so many instances throughout my, career of being a person who can operate a motorized vehicle
Yeah.
where I'm like, oh shit. And everyone in the car is like, oh shit.
Yeah, it was scary, like for a second. Like when we were heading towards that house, I was like, oh my God. Like, what are we gonna do? Like all the things running through my head of like, what could go wrong now? Like,
Right.
if we run into this, but
Luckily
lived.
you lived. We made it back safely. And I'll never rent an electric car again.
Yeah,
At least not for a while.
yeah, I wouldn't. I would not. We'll stick to gas until the
Yeah,
whole
'cause
EV transition has been.
That was
done.
another thing. And I'm not hating on EVs. Get an electric car. It's great for the environment. But, for the convenience and how much driving we do, how much maneuvering we do, to wait 2 hours for
Yeah.
your car to charge up in a day when you're busy, I'll just take gas. I'll just put gas in the car. I'll be in and out and on my way.
At least
to the
hybrid.
next
You get the
thing.
best of both worlds.
Right,
you know?
exactly.